Charlotte Tilbury just released 6 new eyeshadow palettes. They're called Palette of Beautifying Eye Trends. And I picked up 2 of them, this green one called Emerald Effect and this gorgeous neutral one called Super Neutral. We're gonna do swatches, we're gonna do looks with these palettes and also some comparisons you might be curious about. They're made in Italy, 18-month shelf life, and this is what the compact looks like. Let's start with this one right here. Wow, but beautiful, beautiful color. Ooh, such a silky matte. Oh, I'm so excited about these. I guess it's been a while since I have played with color in my eyeshadow. You can see on my finger there. Okay, let's see what these look like. Wow. Look at that. Okay, a nice matte brown. Now this is, ooh, look at that color. So this one was a satin shade, and now we're gonna go into another satin shade right here. Oh, look at this chartreuse. And this is another matte. Let's see. Oh, look at love. Yes. Now for the super fun row here, we have 2 Crystal Pop formulas and then a Diamond Dimension. Oof. I cannot tell you how excited I am about these colors. Okay. Wow. Here's the darker green, tealish blue. Let me go into it again. This teal blue one is a Diamond Dimension formula. It seems to not have as much of a base pigment, same as this one, which is also a Dimension Diamond formula. Here we have all the swatches. Let's move on to the neutrals palette now. We have a lot more mattes in this one, in this color story. Wow. So again, the matte silk formulas, incredibly soft and silky. First matte. This one is pretty much the same color as my skin. So for me, on my skin tone, is going to be a wonderful blending color. Another matte. Let's see the next 3 shades. Oh, look at this one. Here we go. I like that. Like a sort of cinnamon brown. Much more neutral, darker shade. Let's get started with the eye look. I am using my Lisa Eldridge Liquid Silk in the shade Phoebe, just to give me an even canvas. And I'm using a Rephr 32 to blend it. Let's start with this matte right here on a Rephr Shoto 002. So this will be our transition shade. So I am going to work it into the crease, just bringing it in. The camera that I usually use to record took a poop. This is a different camera that I'm using today. This one's a Sony. The previous one was a Canon. And this one overheats. So I brought up a fan from the garage and it's pointed at the camera to prevent the overheating. I'm hoping that my mic is not fully capturing the fan noise. I saw a look in the Charlotte Tilbury app that I'm using as inspiration. I'll pop up the screenshot. We'll see if I succeed in recreating it. I'm still using this shade right here and I'm sweeping it just across my lower lash line. Now she went into this shade with a pencil brush. This is a Rephr 03. Now we're gonna extend the wing. I'm gonna start winging it. I'm looking in my mirror with my eyes open. Just slowly extending it. That is looking really good. I'm gonna take that same green and line the bottom with it. Next, I'm gonna take this shade right here, still with the same Rephr 23 brush. I'm gonna use that to line the inner part of the eye and even use it to bring it all the way into the inner corner, wrap it around. The image is looking too dark. I'm gonna bring up the lights. I think that's gonna be much better. It's this new camera, since it's not my usual setup, I'm not quite sure what to do, but I think this looks good. Now she went into this shade. And we'll place that here towards the inner corner. Just like that. Wow, what a beautiful color. But you see her outer corner looks darker than mine. So I think that she's using some of this matte right here. Yeah, she definitely added some of that dark brown. And the secret, if you want to sharpen up your wing, you take a clean, thin angled brush, and I have some eye makeup remover here. Let me switch it to the top camera here. Dip the brush in a little bit of that makeup remover, and we're gonna use that to sharpen the wing. Now I'm taking some black eyeliner to tightline. This is a 24/7 Urban Decay Glide On pencil. Using the same pencil on the waterline. Now for mascara, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize. I need a strong lash to stand out. I like this mascara, but I think that my Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara is going to beef them up even more, which is what I need. So I'm gonna use that one on the other eye. Okay, so let me get the Pat McGrath one. Actually, it looks like I got similar results from these two. A little bit of powder, because I'm looking shiny. I really like how the eyes came out. Let's add a little bit more lipstick. I am wearing the Lisa Eldridge Refillable Rouge Lipstick. This is the refill without the case, in the shade Romy. I wanted something that wouldn't clash with the green. And for lip liner, Structure from Pat McGrath. I already have it on, I'm just touching it up. I think I'm overlining my lips. We're just gonna follow the natural line from now on, I think. And here's the finished eye look with the Emerald Effect palette. So pretty, so glittery. It is colorful, it is green, but I am loving the shades of green. I think they look beautiful. What do you think? I am back with bare eyes. I already used the same base as before. We're gonna keep playing with this green palette because I was looking at the website. Look at this picture right here. Looks like they're using this shade as a one and done. So we're gonna do 2 more looks, 1 on each eye, because there's a lot of different combinations, variations that you could get out of this palette. So we're gonna start, for example, with this shade as a one and done, but then I'm gonna layer on the other, the fun shades. On a Refer 15, we're gonna apply this all over the lid. I really like this color because it reminds me, you know the Naked palette, the original, the one with the velvet top? There's a shade in there called Smog. That was my go-to color for nights out clubbing when I was in college. I'm gonna take a Sigma E21 smudge brush. It's just a little brush to add the highlight to the inner corner. Let me switch to front camera. You will get fallout from the glittery shade, so I'm gonna take the Pat McGrath Intensifies or any glitter glue that you might have. You just need some tackiness, because you see how kind of flaky this is. It will need something to stick to. Okay, that's a very intense inner corner. But Victoria Beckham in Cocoa. Waterline. Upper waterline as well. Now that made a humongous difference. Mascara, I'm still using Exaggerize. Dip into the shade right here. Clean brush to soften the edges. The same color here on the lower lash line. I'm back with liner and mascara just like I did on the other side, and I'm adding the same shade in the inner corner, just a lot more light-handed now that I know how reflective it is. Eye looks using the Satins Are Complete. This one is on this, okay, yeah. They can be used as one and dones like I did here. This one is on this side. It has more of a reddish, copperish tint to it. And this other one, this is more olive. You can leave it as is. Now we're gonna layer the greens. Let's see. I know what I wanna do. This look right here. So I took a little bit of this, the dark matte on the 00, the Shoto. I'm just gonna top that off here. Let's start by lightly building the dark brown using a Refer 28 to pick up the green. Let me take my Shoto brush, the one that we use to apply the dark matte. I'll use that to feather the edge here of the glittery green. Now with the same brush that I was using, we're gonna go into the chartreuse. Wow, this is pigmented. Ah. Now you would need to add a ton of black eyeliner. This is the one from Urban Decay I was using. We've used all of the colors except for this one, and I think it might just ruin the eye look I have going on there. Look how pretty. Look at that. Ooh. Eyelid looks wet, right? Look at that. Wow. Okay, and just because I want to add then now this other sparkly one on top, but in the very center. Let's see what it does. It adds more pop. I really like the wet effect that the sparkly ones give you. Actually, all of them, but no. I'm looking, yes, right here, which was the mint. And the mint one is the Crystal Pop. So the Crystal Pops, we have two, oh, hold on. Yeah, the Crystal Pops and the Diamond Dimension. They are giving me that wet look. Now we're back to play with the Super Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. We're gonna do a look. This one right here. Let me show you. So a lot of shaping, and she's putting the sparkles, notice, all over from the inner corner all the way out to the outer corner, which is typically not done. We normally see the sparkles always concentrated in the inner corner. So that's what we're going for. I'm going to start with this shade all over the lid, and this is a Refer 16. Let us begin to shape the eye with this shade. I want the eyeshadow to stay darkest. I think she used this one. I'm having some blending issues. You see how there's like this line right there that looks bare? No matter what I do, I cannot get that to blend out, and it just will not go away. So I'm just gonna leave that as is. I'm having some problem blending some areas here, but we're just gonna move on. I'm gonna take a pencil brush once again, dip into this matte. Okay, that's better. Now she's wearing a ton of black eyeliner. Urban Decay eyeliner in 0, the shade 0. I'm just gonna go with this Refer 28. Here we go. Wow. Whoa. And all over. Inner corner, well, below right there. And now more black eyeliner. Tons of it. This is Nabla Cupid's Arrow. And I switched to this one because this one is softer, it's creamier, so it glides onto the eyelid easier without tugging. Not that the one from Urban Decay was tugging a lot, but this one tugs less. And it's extremely dark. Okay, pretty good. Pretty close. I'm very happy with how everything's looking. So this was the super neutral palette. Overall, I have missed this type of glam. I am loving it. I am sitting in front of a window. It's a little bit cloudy, so the sun is not hitting me directly, but natural light here to give us an idea of what things look like. What do we think? The glitters in these palettes, they're not messing around. They're really, really poppy. The clouds are moving now, and the sun is hitting me more directly now. Okay, now that's too much.
Now, what I want to know is if this sparkly shade is similar to the ones in the Mario palette. Let me get his Moonlight. Yeah, like, right? You see there is more base pigment. Here's the Diamond Dimension, this one. And let's put, this is the Mario formula. If you see my finger, there's more base pigment to it. There's like a white pigment, and you see the twinkles. They're a lot finer. It looks like the one from Charlotte Tilbury gives you even more of that wet effect, and for sure that extra super glittery impact on the eyes. But not all of Mario's shimmers are created equal. Let me go into this one. Yeah, this one feels immediately a bit creamier, not as dry as the white one right there. So let's see what this does. Okay, so pretty much the same thing as before, but do notice how beautiful this wet effect is. But again, the shimmer particles are a lot smaller. They're not this. Okay, so it depends what you're going for. They're different looks. This is softer, more ethereal, like this ethereal palette, what it's called. Whereas that's just like super glam. I'm going to the club kind of sparkle.
No, hold on. I just thought of one more. And this one is going to be very similar. Makeup by Mario. Master Crystal Reflector in Quartz. Which one was which? Oh my god, did I just... forgot which was which. I'm too excited. Charlotte, Mario. Okay, so this is Charlotte and Mario. I am building them up. All right, there we go. Very, very similar. This is a different video where I have Charlotte on one eye and Mario on the other, and you can't tell the difference. Final thoughts, in a nutshell, are they worth it? Absolutely. No, wait, it's not an absolutely because there were some patchiness issues. Is it a terrible formula? No, but it's not foolproof. I like the actual color stories. This one is more basic, so if you already have your neutral mattes covered, you might not be very interested in this one, especially because most of the shades in here are all matte. So that diamond, what is it, the Diamond Dimension formula, it is so sparkly. If you're going more for a understated, more subtle, sparkly effect on your eyes, these are not it, okay? This is hardcore glitter, and I love it. It's a shame that the packaging is now this clear plastic lid. Charlotte Tilbury says that it's because they are targeting makeup artists, so it makes it more functional to see the shades when the compact is closed, just like the Dior Backstage line. I don't think that's a reason for the change because Charlotte Tilbury is a consumer brand, so I'm pretty sure that it's more to reduce production costs. This one is my favorite, the green one. They nailed it with these greens. They are truly something else. Love them. What do you guys think? Let me know. Which one is your favorite? What do you think about the sparkles, the finishes? Give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.